Hello, Virgo. I'm here to do your reading for April 19th through the 25th. This is your weekly guidance reading. Let's get into it. I'm going to be using the crystal reading cards as my jump card. My jump card governs the reading. It's the first card of the reading. I call it my jump card. So while I shuffle, let's get into prayer. Beings of the light and the dark, only the ones that of the highest frequencies of love are called upon and welcome into this reading. With the understanding, you serve the good of all, and the good of all is what you serve. We thank you for your messages of love, light, and guidance. We give you honor and praise for your service to our highest good. Clean, clear, and purify me now as a vessel, making the vision plain to those with ears to hear and eyes to see. We thank you for your protection over this reading. Amen and Selah. Thank you. What are your messages for Virgo this week? Thank you. Thank you, angels, spirits, ancestors. What is the message this week for Virgo? You know, Virgo, our ruler, so I'm 6 times Virgo. Mercury is in Aries right now until the 27th. The moon is in Taurus, and so is the sun. Now there's a new moon in Taurus coming on the 22nd, I believe. Hold on. Let us just make sure we're not telling lies. Yes, new moon in Taurus on the 22nd. The moon is in Pisces, and the sun is in Taurus. So that should be a nice moon. Nice feeling moon. Taurus is about luxury and love and structure. Right? Okay, let's get what's the jump card for? Oh, we have a nice looking jump card. Okay. Sunstone. Empowerment. Oh, our Virgos are feeling powerful, aren't we? Or we're regaining power, or becoming familiar again with the power that we once lost or thought we lost, right? We're becoming familiar with that again. We're calling upon that power again and feeling it, moving in it, speaking like power. That's what we're doing. We're coming back to our magician self. Hermit mode is where we stay. I'm feeling hermit mode from this card. Like, this is how we've been able to become powerful again and regain our power, is through hermit mode, through introspection, staying by ourselves, you know, tapping back in to who we once are. Ooh, and getting healing. Yes, doing that inner work, that shadow work, to heal parts of us that were once broken, that cannot serve us in the future, that powerful future that we're going into. You know, we need to be healed of certain bullshit, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, even physically. We're healing ourselves physically too, all around healing, just being completely balanced. Shit, I like this reading already. God damn. All right, second deck. We're gonna do we're gonna do 4 decks, 4 cards, okay? First deck is the Earth Magic deck. Woo, I like the feeling already. Let's get into it. Hope y'all can hear my little music that I have playing there. I like to keep the place zen, you know? Clean the clear out of pestilence then. You understand? All right, Spirit. Thank you so much. 3 cards out. All right. First card out, emergence. Second card out, compassion, love, meadow, vulnerability. I feel like some of y'all are going out in nature a lot more. Even though we're on lockdown, I feel like y'all are taking nature walks. You know, being in nature is somehow soothing. It grounds this power that you're coming into. It helps you stay grounded in the power of coming back into your power. You're emerging. You're coming out from a deep emotional state where you probably once locked yourself into a prison of inaction or unbelief, unknowing, telling yourself you don't know what you know. You're coming out of that and into complete power. And you've done it the right way, through love, showing yourself compassion, showing yourself love, giving yourself peace and kindness, you know, all through hermit mode. I see this as another hermit mode card, being vulnerable to yourself and to your own power. And being vulnerable to nature. Some of y'all might even talk to trees and plants, animals, shit like that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's the best thing. Okay? So you're just being vulnerable to yourself, which allows you to be vulnerable to spirit too. That they can open up to you and show you certain things. Say knowledge is power, right? So they're showing you certain things, giving you certain wisdom, downloads. I like that. Stillness. This is why you're able to receive from the divine, from source, because of you're becoming more open by being still, keeping your mouth shut. Imagine that, a Virgo shutting up. Finally, coming into a place of balance and stillness, that you can receive what is rightfully yours. Shit. Okay, I love this reading. Oh my God, I love it. Give me one more card, Suki. Okay, there it is. Because why? Ain't nothing like a Virgo strength, man. When we have faith, we literally can move mountains. There's no mountain that can stand in our way when we have absolute faith in ourselves, love and understanding of who we are. Nothing can stand in our way. And you're keeping yourself grounded. You're strong enough to endure anything that comes your way. Right? Because you're in sync. You're in sync with the all. You're in sync with nature. This is great, great power right here. To be in sync with nature, to be recognized by nature, by the air, by the elements. The elements know who you are. It don't get better than that. Okay? And it affords you great healing too. It's where healing comes from. Staying rooted and grounded, connected to nature and to source. And that way you shine. Let me find out. Virgo's out here doing the work. Of course. We don't know how to do nothing else but work, right? Shit. Work on ourselves, work on each other, work on work. Just fucking work. Okay? That's what we do. No one does it like us, though. The only other sign that could outwork us, really, is a Capricorn. Fuck us can work. Okay. message for my Virgos. That's too many. What do you have for my Virgo? Oh, the next deck that I'm using, sorry, is the Whispers of Healing deck. I wish I knew how to link them in the bio, link them in the description thingy, but I don't know how to do that shit, so I'm gonna figure it out though and start putting the cards in there that I'm using. But you see it, so you know you can do some work. Virgo, go look for the cards. I showed you what they look like. Okay. Alright. Ooh. I just did a reading, a daily reading, and this card came out. Now, while you're becoming powerful, or you're becoming more powerful, you're emerging into your highest self. You know, you're moving in love and compassion, peace and harmony and kindness. You know, you're being vulnerable to spirit and, you know, being strong at the same time. That strength comes in because you're gonna have to watch your triggers. And I said it before I said it in the daily reading that I just did for Sunday, April 19th, which is today, that you're gonna have to establish boundaries for these triggers. You're gonna come into meetings, you're gonna meet new people, come into new circumstances, new situations, that you're gonna have to walk through new doors and be in places that you've never been before. So because you're elevating and because you are becoming better and you're reaching more towards your highest self, you can no longer respond to triggers the way you used to. This is a number 9, and today is a 9 day. If you add up all the numbers for today, April 19, 2020, you get a 9. And this is so like spirit for this to come out. So you're gonna have to watch establish boundaries as to how people should treat you, how close they come to you. No is your best friend. Don't be afraid to say no to certain things that will trigger you, that will cause you to be triggered. But you will get triggers, but it's how you respond to it now. You can't respond to it the way you used to. Okay? And down at the bottom of the deck is sensitivity. You have to really watch how you feel about certain things, not how you feel about it, but also how you respond to it too. Your responses to what you are sensitive about determines whether you're triggered by it. What used to be a trigger to you won't trigger you anymore. You'll be in a place of serenity and peace. That's where you always want to find yourself, especially when you're about to walk through new doors. You don't want to bring the same dirty attitude, the way you once were, into these new spaces. You can't put new wine in old skins, boo. So you're gonna have to do something about that skin before you can receive these new wine. Okay? What did I say? Barriers. Number 4. And we're in a 4 year, right? Not only establish barriers, but reinforce them. Make sure that people who are getting to know you or who you once knew, they know how to treat the new you now. They know how to treat the new you. They have to know how to treat you now because of the barriers that you are enforcing. You're establishing barriers and you're also enforcing them because of past triggers. You're now responding differently because of your barriers. Okay? So at the bottom of the deck. See, being grateful and being in a space of gratitude also is what keeps you open and vulnerable. Now, under the bottom of the deck, it says give back. That's a number 6. Yeah. Being gracious and gratitude also means being generous, being kind to yourself and those around you. It keeps you grounded, and it also keeps you connected. right? It also keeps you strong too. Keep you strong in your resilience in how you respond to certain things. Okay? You recognizing the triggers and establishing barriers for people, situations, circumstances, events, places that would trigger you, it causes you to elevate that much more. This is a number 8. This is cycles ending and beginning. Cycles also being created. So within you managing how you respond to the triggers, because I'm not going to say that you're not going to get triggered, you are, but how do you respond to it determines how much further up the ladder of spirituality and enlightenment you go. You know, the sun moves in the number 8. It doesn't move straight, it moves in the number 8. That's the pattern in which it moves, right? Cycles are out. The sun ends and starts cycles, right? So when you're responding to these triggers and you've established your barriers and you're transforming, always check your intention. What are you thinking about when you're responding to these triggers? Are you coming from a low place? Are you coming from a place of pain and of hurt? Always check that, right? Make sure that's not where you're coming from, right? Because once you respond from that place, the responses that you receive back from your response is going to also come from that place. So make sure that you're always responding from a place of love and of strength. Be loving and strong when you get triggered, because we get triggered out here, okay? That will determine your growth, your response to what hurt you or what you thought once hurt you, okay? Because you're strong enough to do this. That's why the strength card came out. You're strong enough to establish boundaries for yourself, and control your transformation. Determine how much you transform, how high you go. Yeah, because it's all for your good. Number 3, the number of creativity, of passion, right? This is what you're creating for yourself. Overall, well-balanced life. Your transformation is for your own good. And you controlling your triggers is for your own good, right? When you get confused about how to respond or how to deal with a certain situation, just understand that the answers are within you. To walk away or to transmute that situation. It's a 19 that was down to a number 1. That's passion, that's force. Right? That's you forcefully going within yourself for the answers, because it's nowhere else. The answers are nowhere else but within you. You can go to a pastor, you can even watch a tarot reading. But in the end, I can only tell you what resonates with you. If this don't resonate with you, it don't resonate. If it doesn't echo what you're saying to yourself, then it's nowhere. Okay? Because all is within. Let's get the tarot. I'm using the gilded tarot. Because you see, being well balanced is being in relationship with spirit, is having an unbreakable kind of communication with spirit, It's you and your higher self jamming. This could even be you and your lower self jamming. You being in control of all of you, coming into union with yourself. Right? That love and compassion that you give yourself so you can grow, so you can emerge out of darkness. Right? Being powerful, healed. Right? That's the first card out. Bottom of the deck. 3 of Wands. Having done the work and expecting reward from your work, from all that you have done, from transforming, from coming into love with yourself, being strong, spending the time in nature, connecting, doing that work. Not just working, in the world, but we do work, spiritual work, deep, in-depth work. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Cutting out all that don't serve us. And being strong too. Here it goes, reinforced, strong and independent. This is the energy that we're moving into. It's being unafraid of cutting out everything and everyone that's cluttering our lives. Right? Anything that would trigger us, all the triggers being removed. It don't mean that they're not going to come back in other forces and other forms. But for right now, we have them under control. Okay. Yes, we do. Looking fruitful and abundant, shining in our own right and in our own abilities, right? Our own gifts, using it to our advantage so that we can create advantages for others. So that's what Virgo is here for. We are about service, right? Right. We can create opportunities for others because we create opportunities for ourselves. All right. I like this reading. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, but you see, we're always in our feelings, right? About something, some betrayal, some fuck nigga, somebody who betrayed us. And we thought we were at a loss, but we're not. Even in our loss, we're gaining, right? We're gaining in our loss. Of course. Gaining in our loss. Because we sow good seeds in our lives. This is not a spread of bad karma, of sowing bad seeds. I don't see no bad seeds here. Right? I see a good karmic cycle. So you will expect fruit from your labor, from all your work that you've done. You will expect reward. And you are going to get it. Why not? Keep expecting reward from the internal and external work that you've done. That reward is coming. Fast, too. That's too many. I just need one more card, please. Thank you. I'm taking this one. Hold on a second. Let me shuffle that. That card did not go with the deck. Did not go with the spread, so let's do it again. One card to end out the spread, please. And don't be afraid to cut things out. I'm getting that there's some food. Virgos love our food, okay? We love our food. There's certain foods that you need to cut out of your life because Spirit is trying to, and you know you need to cut it out too. Maybe a lot of sugar, so we got a sweet tooth out there. Cut that out. as much as you, in moderation, everything in moderation. You know, you don't have to overindulge, because why? There's new beginnings. It's something very new that Spirit is trying to show to us. Trying to get you to understand that once you start it, it's a success. It's a runaway train from there, right? There'll be some feelings of disappointments about not being able to cut out a certain thing out of your life or a certain situation, why you keep going back to it. I don't know, I'm getting this coming up as I'm looking at the cards. But you will cut it out. It might be a certain addiction, a person, situation, a thing that you're attached to. But you will cut it out. Because there's a victory that is waiting for you, that this person, situation, circumstance will hinder you from getting here if you don't cut it out, right? And you know this. Virgos know. You just know, right? Right. Queen of Cups under the bottom. She's very giving. She's independent. She's very busybody. She always has a lot to do. But she likes to be home a lot and in hermit mode too. Okay? Queen is comfortable in her thoughts. Always thinking. Queen of Cups tend to be a little bit aloft and distant sometimes. It's because she's always in her own world thinking. Let's get the next deck is Spirit Animal. We'll pull 4 cards from here. And then we get a drop card from the reading, okay? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Strong new beginnings. Strong new beginnings. What did I say about clearing out the clutter? You have to unclog your life of triggers, right? To unclog your life of triggers of worry. Undo all of that. Undo all of it, right? You have to cut them out. Cut out the clutter, cut out anything in your emotions, in your mind, anything that will weigh you down. Let Spirit guide you out of it. If you don't quite know how to do that, just ask for help. Help is all around you. Help is always around. Just ask for it. Ask for them to intervene, and they will. When you become confused, feeling like pain is coming up from the childhood, is coming up again, things that triggered you for so long, ask for help. They're there to help you establish borders so you can protect the person who you're going to be becoming. The individual, the being that you're going to be becoming, protect that. Ask them to protect that and be comfortable asking for help. I'm getting from this card that some of us aren't comfortable asking for help. Maybe we feel like we don't deserve it. We got ourselves into this situation. We should get ourselves out. Not really. That's a lie. Ask for help. And be open to receive it too. Yeah. Just be open enough to receive it. Trust a great mystery. You don't know you don't know if you're gonna get help. If you ask for help, if you're really gonna get it. Yes, you are. You're gonna get help. Just trust that you will. That it will come just in time. Right when you need it. Right? Or when you least expect it. You'll get help. Yep. You'll get help to overcome any obstacle. Whatever you face, ask for help and you will overcome. You will overcome. Just ask for help. Be open enough to ask and receive. Because people ask, but they don't always receive. And understand that the power is in your mouth. If this thing will focus, right? Watch what you say. Your words really create your life. They give you your life. The life that you have is because of the words that you've spoken. Are you being grateful? Are you being kind? Okay? Watch the words that you speak. They are creating your world. Your words are either speeding up or slowing down your transformation. And for you get into that well-balanced life that you need. Bottom of the deck. The miracles are endless, cow spirit. Number 6. There's miracles all around. Isn't that what I tell you? There's miracles everywhere. Just reach for it and accept it. Accept that there are miracles coming to help you. They're creating miracles for you. Your guides, spirit, source, whatever, God is creating miracles for you. If you just trust. Just trust. That's all. Understand that you are magical. Okay. Let's get a drop card for the reading. Let's get a drop card. I asked for 1 and got 2. First one out. Destiny. It says, acknowledge your mission. Align with your purpose. You have gifts to share with the world. Wasn't I talking about gifts at the beginning of the reading? Abilities. This whole deck is about your destiny. It's about you doing the work that will get you into ultimate fulfillment and empowerment. Second card out is friendship. It says, be with the ones who make you shine, who love you and really care. Keep those and let others go. What I say about the triggers and boundaries. Okay, transformation, clearing out the clutter. Clearing out the clutter. The people you keep around you really do affect your frequency, and they affect how fast, slow, or at all you get to your destiny. Okay? Clear out the clutter, people. Clear out the clutter, my Virgos. You know we don't do that. We don't do clutter. So clean it out, clear it out, and go out and just be audacious. This has been your weekly reading. Thank you.